All right, let's talk about immigration. We come from a nation of immigrants, right? But that's not completely true because for the 65 years that Ellis Island was open, 12 million people came. They all came from Europe. They all came and they assimilated into being Americans. They came to a place that had nothing and they made something of it. There was no social networks for them to fall back onto, no SNAP, no housing assistance. It was either you work or you died. In the last 26 years that I've been alive, there's been 30 million immigrants that have came here, legally immigrants that have came here. That's not counting all the illegal ones. These are legal immigrants. And why are all the immigrants that come here, they're always from a third world country. They're never from England and mass. They're never from any white nations. They always come from a third world country that has completely different culture than us, and they don't care to get rid of that culture. They hold on to it and they look down on our culture. And all the reasons they give for this being a thing that we need to do, it's all bullshit. One, well, Americans aren't having enough kids, so we need to bring in people so that our economy will continue. Well, for the last 20 years, you've been telling everybody that having kids is immoral, that having a kid is the worst thing you could possibly do, and being a girl boss is the most important thing for a woman to be. Then it's, well, we need immigration because Americans won't do these low paying jobs. Then, in the same breath, they'll say, well, we need H-1B1s because Americans aren't skilled enough for these jobs. So, what is a job that American can do then? If we can't do low paying jobs and we aren't smart enough to fucking do a high paying job, then what are we supposed to do? Their plan is to just gaslight us until we die and go extinct. That's what it seems like. The only people that benefit from immigration are corporations and the third world because most of the money that those immigrants make, they send it back to their third world shithole country because it's worth so much more money there. And then once they're done working, they can move back there and live off of that. And when you do that, that makes this place not a nation, not a country, but an economic zone. People come here to profit off of America and go back to their home country. They come here to exploit America and Americans. And they're in hand with the corporations. They know it. You go on these subreddits of these Indians and they talk about this stuff. They talk about how we're going to take over their country, how we're doing this and that. It's not a secret. These people talk about it. And that builds a resentment between Americans and foreigners, especially young men. Because young men are out here getting told that we're worthless. We'll have nothing. We'll be nothing. But any fucking third worlder can come in here and get a leg up ahead of us. Why? Why am I supposed to sell my birthright of being an American to some fucking Indian that I don't know, that I don't care about? I don't share anything in similar values with them, but I'm supposed to just throw everything away for them so that they can have a better life. I'm supposed to care about somebody else having a better life that is ruining my life. How does that make sense? Is it just because I'm supposed to hate myself because I'm a white person? I'm an I'm an evil white person. I better just give up everything I have because I'm a piece of shit. No, fuck that. You can suck my fucking asshole. And this is a big reason why half of Gen Z is socialist communist and the other half are fucking Nazis. Because you pushed everybody to such far extremes that they picked the most extreme shit. Half these people don't know what the shit even means. They're just fucking retarded. All they know is that I'm getting screwed over. They don't see the mechanism of how they're getting screwed over and the actual reasons why it's happening. So they will fall into the propaganda This is the same thing that happened in the 1920s and the 1930s that caused World War II, that caused the beginning of fascism and communism. When people are desperate, they will go to the extremes, and that's what we are seeing, and we will continue to see if we don't change our path. I don't want that to happen. I don't want there to be a fucking bunch of Nazis running around. I don't want there to be a bunch of communists running around. I think that's pretty bad. Why can't we be normal? Why can't we have normal things and have a normal culture where we all are homogenous in ways and agree and have tradition and share values? Well, because if you do that, then we will all look at the corporations and these greedy shareholders and say, you are screwing us. Fuck you. We're going to take the power. And they can't handle that. They don't want that. They can't afford that. So instead, they slowly grind us down until we have nothing. We hate ourselves and we are prisoners that are fighting against each other. And the way you can tell that we are prisoners is because we are all going on racial lines now. It's black against white against whatever against whatever. And that's the same thing you see in prisons. Because when extremes happen, people begin to be tribal because it's survival. We fall back into level one thinking, and it's survival. And there's only one group of people that aren't allowed to be tribal, and that's white people, because we are the ones that are being genocided. I mean, what else is it to be? It's a slow genocide. Every single day, you see a black guy kill some white person for no reason, and then I mean, look at Carmelo Anthony. He raised like $1 million getting paid by black people because he killed a white person. There's nothing other than that. He brought a weapon to school, stabbed a fellow schoolmate in the chest, and gets $1 million. And then his family gets a public defender because they spend all the money. That builds a deep resentment for white people because we've been told our whole lives not to see color, not to be racist, not to be prejudiced. Don't judge somebody based off their skin color. And we accepted that. And what did all these other people do? They didn't. They didn't accept that. No, they want revenge. They want to erase us. And as soon as they can, they will. And as soon as they have the ability to, they stab you in the back because they hate white people at the end of the day. Look at everything that liberals believe. It's all just anti-white. The whole reason why liberals like Palestine is because Palestinians are brown and Jews have fair skin color. If you actually took 2 seconds and asked any of these people, do you agree with the Palestinians and their belief system? They fucking kill gay people. They are very ethnocentric. They hate all different cultures. they're they're everything that liberals aren't. They're the most backwards hillbilly-esque people in the world. If they were white, liberals would hate them for what they believe. But because they're brown, they are oppressed. They are the babies. So we have to feel bad for them no matter what. We can't critically think about anything. We just have to accept it. They're brown. We have to be good to them. We have to be nice to them. And anything that a white person does is horrible. Oh my God. A white person moved to a black neighborhood. They're gentrifying it. Oh, white people are leaving this neighborhood? Oh, white flight. They're so racist. They can't live around black people. It's always, no matter what you do, you are a racist, you are a bigot, you are everything. The only thing a white person is allowed to do is sit there, shut up, and pay for other people's stuff and to give up the stuff that our ancestors built. That's what the obligation of white people is.
Well, the whole point is to humiliate and degrade the indigenous population of the British Isles, the white population. I mean, that's the whole point. And are they really going to do something about it? What would that be exactly? You'd really have to force a lot of people to go back to their countries of origin, millions of people. And you need to do it really soon. And are they actually willing to do that? I don't know. But these are existential questions that we have been browbeat into ignoring for decades. But the question is, like, is Ireland Ireland? If it's majority non-Irish? Oh, shut up. They're Irish. No, they're actually not Irish. Same with the UK, same with England, Scotland, Wales. Like, it's all changing so fast. Nothing like this has ever happened in all of history, except when, say, the Mongols swept across the steppe and raped everybody. Like, that was true demographic change on this scale. But even that wasn't as profound as what we're seeing in every white country around the world. I would say the West, but Australia and New Zealand also. So, like, what is that? Now, my brain is not big enough to understand what that is. I have a lot of theories about it, but I don't know if they're true. All I know is what the numbers are. And that's real. And no one feels that he can say it. Everyone's like, oh, well, if that were happening in China or India or Malaysia or Senegal, it doesn't matter. You'd be like, what the hell is that? Like, the population's totally different. Look at graduation. Pick, I don't know, King's College Law School, and look at the graduation picture for the last 30 years. Who's in it? Just, like, let your eyes tell you the truth for once. Like, this is a total change in population. Is it better? Is it worse? Can't have that conversation. Who's pushing this? Does the population want it? The population clearly doesn't want it. There's no polling that's meaningful on the subject. I mean, there's no referendum on it. You don't get to decide. You've got no voice in it other than you get to go to jail if you complain loudly enough about it. What is this? I think it's the biggest and darkest thing that has happened in the last 1,000 years, for sure. And I think it's leading somewhere really, really bad. It's not happening by accident. That's obvious, because it's only happening in white countries.
I mean, I think that...
Oh, shut up, white supremacist. Well, in fact, I'm not a white supremacist.
Well,